Hello everyone, I'm again back on Elder Scrolls Online public test server. This is patch 8.0.1. Today I'm going to go over the tribute card game system that they have included with this High Isle chapter. I will go over the very basics of what it is, how you are supposed to win, and some of the other things that go along with this system. First of all, you must own the High Isle chapter to play the game, so you will not be able to play the game with anyone who does not already own this chapter. To get started playing this game, you will need to come to Gonfalon Square Wayshrine and head directly southwest, but towards the water, and you will see a bridge. Cross the bridge, and this is going to be your destination here. Once you're here, you're going to meet this man. His name is Bragas, and you will start the introduction quest for the card game. He will take you inside to the place over here. This is the little card game area. So once you are inside the gaming hall, you will complete a series of quests for Bragas to introduce you to the game. He will introduce you to Master Razhamid, and he will teach you the basics of the game and run you through the rules. And then you'll go upstairs and you'll have your first card game with Bragas. So once you do all of that, you'll be qualified to play the cards game. There are a lot of helpful tooltips. Now, first of all, you could see that they have added another tab in your collections called the Tales of Tributes Patrons. Of course, we have some missing textures, but don't worry, this is the public test server. So you're going to start out with a basic set of cards, and here are the patrons, and you're probably gonna own a few of their cards, but you can see that you don't own all of them. This leaves room for adding to your collections. And then here's the upgrades, so you can upgrade your cards by finding these. There is a Tales of Tribute help section, and this goes over the overview, how to access it, the decks and the cards, the time turner, and all of this stuff. So, how to win: the player who first reaches 40 prestige or gains favor of all 4 patrons wins. You get a starting deck, and you can earn more as you progress through the zone, earn achievements, and take part in the Tales of Tribute activities. Tales of Tribute does have a quest system that challenges you to continue to practice playing the game and gaining experience and so forth. So in the quest journal under the High Isle chapter, you will find the Tales of Tribute achievement tracker, and you can see that there are different rewards. There are titles, furnishings, where you get some tribute decks, colors, and upgrades. Under fragments, you can see that there is a couple of decks, and you'll be able to collect these. There's the Sorcerer King Orgnum deck and the Anse Frandar Hunding deck. And as you can see, I already have a fragment, and I believe that I got that off of a boss in a public dungeon. So this is bosses inside the Ghost Haven Bay and the Spire of Crimson Coin public dungeons. To get the Sorcerer King Orgnum deck, you're going to have to defeat various masters. It says you need an unstable Morpholith flying pet to use this. Now, that was an old collectible, so I don't know if people have one of those sitting around in their inventories. Maybe at some of these events we're going to be able to collect it again, hopefully. There are several game modes. There is the ranked, where the player gains points on a leaderboard. There is casual, where players can play without placing on the leaderboard. There are NPC matches. Those do not affect the leaderboard ranks, but the NPCs can have different ranks of difficulty, and all of those 3 mentioned modes will progress your levels and give you rewards and complete quest requirements for the card game. Then there is the friendly mode, and this is player versus player. there is no ranks and no rewards. There are rewards for both winning and losing a match, which is kind of interesting. At least you get something. The quality depends on the difficulty of the match. Per the PTS patch notes from 8.0.0, these reward boxes may contain new cards, decks, furnishings, cosmetics, transmute crystals, and more. So this week's patch gave us the opportunity to disable the ability for someone to randomly come up to you and invite you to play the card game. I'm hoping that this auto decline duels includes the card game, perhaps. If anybody knows where the button is to turn off the invitation to play a card game automatically, let me know. And my impressions of this game are kind of mixed. I would class it along with fishing as an activity. It's kind of a very quiet, toned down, calm activity. It's good for when you just want to do something calm and use your brain a little bit to do something. I didn't mention this, but you only have 90 seconds, so you can't just sit there pondering. After a certain period of time, it just defaults, you lose. It's not as exciting as questing, raiding, and PvP, but it has a place here, I think. It's to keep the player engaged with the game when they don't feel like doing the other types of content. I think it will be good fun to play with the guildmates and friends, so there's an aspect of social interaction which has some competition. I like that it can be enjoyed by a solo player, and it doesn't matter what level you are or what your gear score is. Alright, so this is the board of your card game. This is going to be your deck over here. This is your hand. This card over to the side down here will be a cooldown card, so you can't play that one. It has to wait a turn. And then this other area here, which he has right here, this is the cards that have been played. You will gain either gold or power. And then this here is kind of like a prestige point, and it kind of sits there until the end of your turn, and then it will convert into a power point. So that's what these are. And then this is the treasury, and each of these patrons have different things that they like that will cause them to be favored. You can see that this is an agent card. That's why it's sitting out on top where I can see what it is. This little hourglass here, when you're done with your timer, you click it and it will turn, and then it will be your opponent's turn. And that is all I have for the tribute card game for you today. There are some bugs. I just had to report one where the game got stuck versus an NPC player. I had to actually concede the card game and I was winning. That's kind of upsetting to me. Let me know what you think. Do you think this card game is something that you're going to want to play? Let me know in the comments down below. Take care and have a good day.
Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, goodbye.